The fog was thick, the streets were dark, and a killer was on the loose. It was the autumn of 1888, and London's Whitechapel district was about to become the setting for a mystery that would shock the world. The story began with a brutal murder, the likes of which had never been seen in London before. A woman's mutilated body was found in an alley, and soon the police were on the hunt for a killer. But this was no ordinary crime. As more bodies turned up, a strange and terrifying pattern emerged. Each victim had been brutally murdered and left in a different alley, each death more gruesome than the last. But that wasn't all. The killer, whoever he was, seemed to taunt the police. Strange letters began arriving at the nearest police station, seemingly written by the killer himself, each one signed with the chilling moniker, Jack the Ripper. Fear gripped the city as the body count rose. Could the police catch the killer before he struck again? What made this case infamous wasn't just the crimes, but the mystery behind them. Who was Jack the Ripper? Why was he doing what he was doing? And would he ever be caught? In the end, the police were no closer to finding the killer, and the case went cold. But the legend of Jack the Ripper lived on. Over the years, countless theories have emerged, each claiming to have the true story of Jack the Ripper. Some say he was a butcher, his bloody apron hidden beneath his coat as he stalked the streets. Others say he was a doctor, his medical knowledge used to inflict the gruesome injuries that became his signature. And still, others say he was a member of high society, his aristocratic connections allowing him to slip through the police net. But who was the real Jack the Ripper? Was he a monster, a madman, or something else entirely? The truth is, we may never know. In the end, Jack the Ripper became more than a killer. He became a symbol of fear itself, a boogeyman that every parent used to warn their children. Today, visitors to London can take a tour of the city's infamous Jack the Ripper trail, visiting the sites where the murders took place. But as the fog rolls in and the sun goes down, it's hard not to feel a chill, wondering if the killer still lurks in the shadows, waiting for his next victim. More than 130 years later, Jack the Ripper remains one of history's greatest mysteries, a puzzle that has never been solved and a killer who has never been caught. The case of Jack the Ripper continues to fascinate people all over the world, with new theories and new evidence emerging all the time. Who is Jack the Ripper? That may be a question that will never be answered. But one thing is for sure, his crimes created one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in history, a shadow that still lingers in London's dark alleys today.